Hello again, this is Keith with Kornucopian Kennels. Welcome to week 2 of our 6-week training seminar for basic obedience. We're here again with Finn. Now we've already worked on our focus, sits, and leash control as well as recall. This week we're going to be working on place and down. Now remember, like I said in the first one, your training never stops. You're always going to continue the training. That's the whole reason it's called foundation work. No matter what, you're always going to need the dog's attention on you. You're always going to need them to be able to sit when asked, and you're also going to need that recall anytime the dog is walking away from you. Now for this, I actually need him pretty close to me. Now for place commands, there is a lot of technique put into it. It has to be done in a certain specified way, so that way the dog starts to understand the difference between the command and the action that's being asked of him. It's another reason we start with sits, recalls, and focus in the beginning, as well as leash work, so that way we can start using those pop corrections to get him to stay with us. This is what we're going to be using this week for his place commands. So with this command, we start with our already set up foundations, which include the look or eyes command, recall, and sit. So, good boy, sit. Yes, very good. Place. And then we lead him over. Yes, good boy. As soon as all 4 paws are on that bed, you give him his yes, give him his reward, bring him around, and we're going to start the whole thing over again. Just like before, we're going to ask for those eyes. Good boy, sit. Yes, very good boy. Sit. Yes. Sit. Yes. So whenever you are bringing your dog onto place, you want to try and get their shoulders in line with your legs. Kind of need a shoulder so that way they can use you as a point of reference for where they should be. That's exactly what I want. This also helps with your loose leash walking. All of these kind of things kind of intermix between each other. It's the whole reason we have our foundation work, and we start where we start and move forward from there. Let's go. So the more I can let him know that I want him on this side and to stay at my legs, keep his shoulder at my knee, the more it works into everything. Sit. Yes, good boy. In place. We'll walk him over. Give him a second right there. Yes, good boy. And then we'll walk him off. And we'll just keep on walking him around just like that because he's a good boy. Yeah. And as you can see, I'm getting that eye contact a lot more. The focus work is working on him. We're working through our relationship. He's definitely being a lot more observant of me. So now we continue on. Eyes. Yes. So he sat and then he gave me eyes, but I'm still going to accept that. So this is where we reset. He has gotten a little bored because I was standing there for too long. Sit. Good boy. You always say your command first. Place. And then we show him what place means. All the way on. Yes. Good boy. Wait for that 4th paw to actually be on the bed. Give him his reward. Let's go. Ask him to follow along with you. And then we bring him around back to the front. Sit. Yes. Good boy. Very good. Place. Yes. Let's go. Whoop, whoop. Oh, we lost him for a second. Bring him back around. That can happen. Sometimes they get a little anxious. Come on. Now, the reason I'm having him eyes, sit, good. The reason we're doing it in that order is so that we're specifying that each one of these is a different command. I don't want him to look at me, sit down, and then get on it whenever I say place. I want him to realize that first you look at me because I said eyes. I want you to sit because I said sit. And now we're going to place because I said place. Yes. And as soon as all 4 of those get on there, that's exactly what I want. Let's go. Sit. Yes. Good boy. Good. Place. Yes. Good boy. So remember, it's always important to get that reward in there as soon as all four paws are on, so that way he understands that that's what is expected. Now this is already rewarding through approximation because it's not exactly what I want. I want to be able to stand away from him, tell him place, and have him go there. Shouldn't have to be right here next to him every time. But this is only day 1 and day 2. This is what it's going to look like for you. Day 3, day 4, you want to be able to put him on your side, come up to it, sit, yes, place. And you want to be able to just say the word, and get him on there. Now, as soon as those paws come off, he doesn't get a reward. And you want to catch him stopped on there. Yes, just like that. I don't want him in a motion moving away from the bed, because if I catch him or if I give him a reward at that moment, he's being rewarded for moving away from the bed. It has to be at a moment where he stops just for a split second. That's all we really need, but we need that split second on there. Then sit. Yes, good boy. Place. Yes. Good, very good. So you can see he's starting to get it. He's starting to understand that when I say place, I want him to move forward, but he's still working off of my body. My body motion at that point was just a single foot forward, and that was enough to give him the cue that he needed to move on to that. So obviously the verbal command still isn't making sense to him, but the body cues still are, which is important to understand. Yep. Good boy. And we can start working that recall in as well. Remember to work all of your commands as much as you can. Sit. Yes. Place. Come on. Yes. Good boy. Good boy. Let's go. So this is where day 3, day 4 is going to start looking like. Place. And I want to be able to just give one little cue and get him on there. And he's a little distracted. It's a little windy out. We are outside. These things should be performed inside, so that way you have the least amount of distractions and you can start working up to these points. All right, let's go. Come on. No, reset. And remember, always have your dog walking on whatever side you choose to have them walk on. It doesn't matter if it's left or right. It's just whatever you prefer. But make sure that's what they're doing. Sit. Yes. Place.